Dangy 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 diggy diggy diggy. Hi everyone, so today I've got a Planetside 2 benchmark video for you guys. I was gonna do Far Cry 3, but for some reason I'm having some issues with that game. So I guess I'll do that in a future video. I'm kinda new to Planetside 2. Someone told me that it's kind of a sci-fi version of Battlefield. So I said, you know, I'm gonna try it. I think it's okay, but I'm kind of newbie in it. So hopefully I'll get a little bit better. So anyways, today I'm gonna be talking about how much RAM is ideal for a gaming rig. And other than that, if I have some more time, then I'll be talking about other things. Now, for the past few years, most of the games out there have been only taking advantage of about 2 to 4 gigabytes of RAM. But since we are heading into next generation consoles, I expect them to be taking advantage of more RAM, which is not a problem because RAM is pretty cheap. What would be ideal is about 8 gigabytes, and there's really no need to buy like 1800 megahertz or 2000 megahertz speed RAM. Really 1300 or 1600 would be just fine. It's not gonna the speed of the RAM does not really make a huge difference on frame rate. But I wouldn't really recommend anything less than about 8 gigabytes. And if you wanted to go with 10 or 12, it's fine. But 16 is a little overkill. But 8 is just fine. I have 8 gigabytes in my system, and pretty much any game runs just fine with it. Even the best games out there run just fine with it. There's really, at this point in time, there's really no application that would take advantage of all 8 gigabytes. I have friends that run their have 16 gigabytes in their machine, and even with my machine, I could do a whole lot of multitasking. I could have Battlefield 4 running and a bunch of other things running at the same time without having any issues. And I'll show that in a future video, hopefully. So ideal 8 or more for a futuristic to make your system a little bit more future proof. Okay, so that was pretty simple and straightforward. So about hard drives. Now, how much hard drive space you need is dependent on how much you think you can fill up. If you do a lot of video editing and stuff like that, maybe 2 terabytes might be ideal. The hard drive that I have is a 1 terabyte hard drive at 7200 RPM. SATA 6 gigabits per second. So it's a pretty good hard drive. I would recommend 6 gigabits per second and 7200 RPM. I would not recommend an SSD. SSD is not really gonna help in gaming performance. The only thing it'll help in is opening up an application faster. Maybe your game might load up faster. Maybe it might when when you're turning it on initially, it might open it up faster, you know. A browser might open up faster, or a video editing software might open up faster. That's the only thing that is really gonna help, and it's not gonna help in frame rate or actual performance, computing power. It's not gonna help in computing power. Now, I have a Seagate Barracuda hard drive. Seagate Barracuda is a company. This company and Western Digital make the best hard drives, the most reliable hard drives out there. So I would recommend these two companies if you want to get a hard drive. Maybe 1 terabyte or more. 500 gigabytes fill up pretty fast. So 1 terabyte would be ideal. So that's about it. That's pretty much all I had to say. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have Far Cry 3 in a future video. Benchmark for Far Cry 3. Until then, subscribe to my channel. I'll have more videos up. And have a nice day.